The smart move here is to throw Mystic Shot in at core. But Gomez is not the smart man. We throw down the university. Okay, so the university is actually going to summon Jerry and Flame Chompers to the board. We're going to be discarding... This is, out of everything in the hand to be getting rid of right now, this is the worst thing to get rid of. The comedy is, that just gets discarded and gives me the other... That actually, weirdly enough, that works with the university. It's just like, boom, we get rid of that guy and we get this guy back in hand anyway. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the Land Up channel with another deck for you today. The Get School deck, or Scion Goes to School, wherever the hell you want to call it. We are running the University of Piltover with Scion. Now admittedly, we are only running one copy of the University of Piltover because the discard kind of aggro deck, discard aggro has been a thing for so long. This deck is actually running 2 Draven, 2 Jinx, and 2 Scion. Because of the fact that we are running University of Piltover, I don't mind running Jinx in this deck. Sometimes it can get to the point whereby, like, you know, you've got Jinx, you've got University, and it just means that you start getting the stuff out of your hand, getting a Mega Death Rocket immediately, and it works really well. Cards like this as well work unbelievably well with the University of Piltover. The fact that this card obviously discards the whole hand at the beginning. There are certain cards that said, like, so this card, like the new cards they've given, this card and even this card, immediately the University gets rid of those cards from hand to give you the other versions. And if this is in your hand, Jerry's in your hand, or even Flame Chompers, which Flame Chompers can be created by the Boom Baboon or just the 2 that we run, those immediately come to the board when it comes to University of Piltover. And if you've got Vision in hand, yet again, those immediately go in for buffs going into your board. Now, like I said, it's kind of discard the aggro, but with the craziness of adding the University of Piltover, and with obviously Scion potentially being our finisher. Sometimes games finish before Scion comes, but most of the time he is the finisher, I'm not gonna lie. But this deck does have other ways of just going aggressive and then just finishing, and University can just give you whatever the hell randomly, and potentially you find a way to win through that. So that is the deck for you today. I hope you enjoyed. It's a very stupid deck. I mean, most of the time it's actually quite a standard discard deck that's coming out here of like some new additions, but University, just that one of sometimes actually really making the difference. So you're going to be seeing that for yourself in the games. All the games were streamed live, so shameless plug them, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. If you want to catch me live for yourself, please feel free to on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. There's links all down below, as well as a link to the Discord where you can get in there, and like any new decks that you've got, I'd love to hear your deck ideas that you've been having of the new set, as well as obviously just we've run competitions in there. It's just a nice little place to hang out. So if that sounds like fun to you, why not consider it, but do not feel forced. As well as if you enjoy yourself at any point during this video, why not consider hitting that subscribe button, helping me out on the subscriptions, but do not feel forced. These are your decisions. I hope you have a great time, and yes, let's get into the video and see how we did in a couple of matchups. I mean, I'm going to keep this hand. I've got a lot of discard stuff going on. I just need to find like something like Rummage or something which actually discards, and then I'll be happy. So we already know that Draven is coming, which is nice, because obviously Draven's axes can really help out what's going on here. But I need a top deck something like Rummage, or, you know, anything along those lines would be nice. Anything that discards. I mean, I knew that I was top decking Draven. I don't know why. Why was you thinking about anything else? Okay.
Gotta rock with your name on it.
Yep, willing to accept that. The more reason why I'm willing to accept that is because I'm going to throw Draven out. There was always the chance of, like, I doubt that they run, what's his face? No, I doubt that they run, why am I not being able to think of names right now? But there was always the chance.
Coming right up.
Right. That guy can go up by, basically, if they sacrifice blue, this guy goes up to 4 damage. I know that's a fact. Okay. I guess what I could have done, actually, is I could have used Flame Chompers to move blue aside, which would have then just made... I mean, that would have been the superior move. But when has Gomez ever used the superior move? I'm doing this more so just to help level Draven. Okay, because if I can get Draven with double axe Draven in like a discardy deck is what I'm looking for here. Now I do have some big ass problems. Ooh, we've got Scion, excellent. buys me a new sail. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna throw down this with this. Anything else? What a shame for you. Okay. That is yet again helping out the Waste Walker, but I will accept with the knowledge that I can actually get excited and Mystic Shot this down. I want to see like how my opponent attacks first. So I feel like what I want to do is I want to sacrifice Jerry. I mean, either way, I feel like what I want to do is I'm going to get rid of Scion into this, do this just to kill you, and then I could throw one of these two in the way, but I feel like I want to keep my board presence, throw down Jinx with the knowledge that I've got a spinning axe. That's what I'm gonna do here, and tell myself that it was. I mean, because I didn't want to spin an axe Jinx to be able to kill this. Ooh, Scion returns. Scion returns to me. Excellent. Scion returns to me to immediately go back.
You should try blinking sometime.
So immediately go like this. I was trying to think to myself, like, what are the decisions which can go in? Because there's gonna be things, isn't there? There's totally gonna be problems which are gonna come my way. I can't remember like certain buff spells and certain things. Obviously, there is also the destroy the landmark spell before the right of whatever the hell, which could definitely come down and kill Jinx, and that would also give them the. Okay, that's fine. Not perfect, but I will accept this. Okay. Because I can still block at least one of them.
Now it's a party.
Okay, throw down. You'd be able to defend myself here.
I go.
So you defend. You defend. You defend. I could technically throw Jinx in the way of something, but
this is gonna hurt.
For you, and mostly for Draven. Okay. I know that there are buffs they can have which could potentially mean that Draven's about to die. But I was willing to accept. So do I want to throw this damage in here just to kill you? Yeah.
Now
because we know that we're going to be getting the Mega Death Rocket that's going to do 1 damage to everything anyway, so the more things I can kill along the way, I'm happy to do so. And we can also get another Draven back, because technically we run 2 of every champion, so we've technically still got a second Draven who can come to me. Okay. I guess we make him the cool guy. So, Chip is the only one who survives at the moment. Leave everyone, kill everyone, but leave the little rock fellow. Now, if I go forward, at this moment in time, it depends on what my opponent's got, obviously. But if we go forward and grab Chip with this, because we don't want to be doing damage to Chip. Oh, but I mean, Draven going into. Am I going to end up regretting what they could develop? I will potentially end up regretting whatever they develop into. Okay. Yep. Which is a big shame. So Sonic will throw Draven down. It's Draven time. I mean, so they would have killed Jinx first. Which now the problem is that they've got leveled up Tally, which would potentially overwhelm. Overwhelm Absolution could be a thing. And the fact that they've got the double draw on me. Double draw is big. I need to hope that I get something which can change the game. University of Piltover, come to me. There's only one copy of you in the deck, but okay, fine. Okay. Oh, she's already got Overwhelm, and that's a big lot of Overwhelm is what that is. Okay. That's a lot of damage. Like, considering that that's already 6 damage. 6 damage before we even get to that. Okay. So. Get that guy on the board. Which means that I can throw this in here, throw this in here. Go down to 2. All it takes is Absolution. Could technically sacrifice Draven's life. Sacrificing Draven's life means that I can throw these little Poros out and potentially Poro axe. I can axe one of the Poros. I mean, it's the only one, because it's just in case they've got the, yeah, like Shapestone or another buff like that. So that's the reason why Draven had to go into this. Is because, like I said, if we would have done the other defense, they would have done this and would have won. So the only thing which gives me solace is the maybe chance of throwing down these Poros. Obviously, they are in Targon, which means that there could be heals. There could actually be heals for all I know. Oh, Sion! Here he comes to save the day. Oh, no, I didn't even get to play him. But here he comes to save the day. And we also had the Poros going in there. Shadow mode to my opponent. Well, I'm going to actually keep Rummage. I'll get rid of Sion. Yeah. I'll get rid of Sion. I'm going to keep Rummage and keep Flame Chompers. Flame Chomper Jaboos. Rummage on top of Fallen Rider. Actually, ooh, even Poro Cannon on top of Fallen Rider is not bad. Weirdly enough, willing to accept this trade-off because I know that they're running a deck which is running Shen, so potentially barriers. I'm willing to go and try to face off against the barriers. Okay. Fearsome. 4-2 turn 2, Fearsome, not bad. Also got the Elusive. Obviously, there is a chance that they could have Twin Discipline or Sharp Sight. Like, both of those things are options. Or just throw down that. Either way. I guess I wouldn't have minded trading those two off. It actually probably would have been the better idea to do so. Ah, my university. My university! Give me all the things which I hopefully maybe might need.
My steel is yours.
Okay. Question is whether or not I'm just willing to accept. Okay. Throw down you, knowing that I've got a Rummage. So I'm even gonna throw this down. Now that I know that I've got a university, my hand doesn't really 100% like... I mean, I guess I should be trying to, theory, but... Okay. Willing to get rid of these two. Ooh, another Rider's quite nice. Although I could get rid of this into this. Which just means that I get more of a buff stuff going on here. Okay, right, so... Whoop. Grab over here. Judgment, even though they're 1 mana out of Judgment. But Judgment could have dropped. Next turn, University of Piltover. No one expects it. That's fine. At least that barrier's going on while Shen is not on the... Like, I accept it because I like... While Shen's not on the board, I will accept like him not being helped. him not being helped level-wise. So, I could throw down the University of Piltover. Actually,
It must be done.
University of Piltover looking like an amazing move. So, this might sound silly, but take damage. It's whether... Would that deck run Judgment? Nah, who would run Judgment, honestly? Who would run Judgment in a deck like that where they want 6+ spells for Lux? Who would be silly enough to do such a thing? So, next turn, immediate summons to the board, as well as we also have this fearsome guy. Okay, I guess we go with grabbing you, and immediately go forward with everyone else. Immediately go forward with everyone else. No one expects the University. Okay, I mean we still haven't won, but it was damn close. So I can still throw down this guy. I can actually get Draven to like the knowledge of knowing that Draven's going to be here. Although weirdly, I'd rather prefer Jinx or Scion. So
Your place
I mean, they are
is
so close to leveling. I mean, they have leveled Shen. Okay, so okay, not this turn, but Shen will be leveling next turn. Okay. So I guess elusive. If I throw you down, I'm going to be getting rid of that most wanted anyway. Sod it. We'll throw down the elusive and we'll throw down the fearsome. Elusive and fearsome sounds like a great combination. But so they throw down Lux next turn. GG. GG, your move. University, I really need you to provide me with answers. I mean, technically, like Kato's not a bad answer. Also, get excited into core is never a bad answer. Potential rally.
They are under my protection.
Potential rally, I guess? Am I willing just to take this damage? I probably should not be willing to take this damage. I really want to throw down Kato, but I really want to also use my get excited. This is an elusive. Maybe the smarter move is that so. There are certain buffs that they could have. Sod it, I'm willing to actually take this. So, throw down my elusive. Get excited, go directly into core. Okay. Multitudes of other issues, but we've got wide and we've got elusive. Of course, that's fine. I accept. So, we've definitely leveled up Scion. With all the things we've been discarding, we've definitely leveled Scion. Right. Go, 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 gadget. Actually, no, we want to just go, go, go elusively. The thing of it is that they could still just have, what's his face? Sharp Sight. Like, Sharp Sight is an option that they could definitely and probably will have. There it is. Okay. Get them down to 2. We do still have Mystic Shot. Okay, right. We get them down to 3. We still do have Get Excited in the deck. Okay. So, I mean, we do have a Poro.
The Kinku protect those
Not that I've got like any other Poros in the deck, but it's nice to know.
Our vision for the future.
I mean, my biggest problem is when the final sparks start coming. Okay. Come on. Just give me, ooh, beat. Actually, I mean, if we had the mana for this guy, then yes, but sadly we don't. We do still have the mana for Beardy Man. Maybe I should have actually done a little bit more defense earlier on. Definitely should have been doing a little bit more defense earlier on. So, considering the fact that Fearsome is no longer a thing, might as well sacrifice Jerry, and we'll sacrifice you. Means that I can throw out the Radiant Guardian. Okay. Throw down the Radiant Guardian. Throw down the Beardy Man. Of course.
We walk between realms.
Okay, so that now means that they are gonna level. They're gonna level up. Oh god, University needs to provide. University needs to provide solutions. Okay. So they're gonna kill the Poro. Because if I was them, I'd kill the Poro.
Virtue guides me.
But I could throw you down, but Beardy Man, you understand. I really wish I had the mana that I could have thrown you down. Because you actually would have been a finisher if I could have thrown you down. Okay, so sadly... Okay.
Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun. And now Jerry Rig immediately comes to the board. Da 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 da. Right. I mean... I get another elusive. I get an overwhelmed guy. Do I... Elusive with loads of gems? I kind of want to see... what else I draw out of curiosity, because whether or not I draw Scion or someone. So we've got Jinx. Kind of...
These woods protect their own.
Keeper, our lands need us.
I mean, this might end up being stupid. I might even consider throwing down Jinx on top of Universe. Like, if we can go wide on them as well. That's the other thing. Obviously, it depends on what spells they've got, because technically they could have, like, another 6-cost spell and kill the Droplet. But if we can go wide on them and then gem ourselves up across the board. Okay. Barrier.
Your place is still in the mortal world.
Still a card I don't know what it is. Could be a single combat or something. Okay, right, it was just that. So they were doing this purely so that they could get another final spark. But now we know everything. Now we know, and knowing is half the battle. As we now throw down Jinx. So we lose you, nearly die, but we can go wide on my opponent now. Actually, correction, like, you know, Jinx is just still here. We don't even have to get rid of the University. Okay. To the count of time's up. Okay. So as long as we get your damage up to Fierishiki, which we can do very easily. And I guess we also increase our healing just a little bit. Okay, go forward with everyone. So they cannot defend them all. Lucky, I'm so glad that one of those spells was not a lifesteal spell, otherwise I would have been screwed.
This is my choice.
Shadow Moat to my opponent. Shadow Moat, really well played. University of Piltover. Shadow Moat to my opponent. That's what it's all about. I will keep this hand. So we are against. Ooh, the classic. Would you like a what's his face? Akshan Siva. Not the best start for me, but I will live and hope. So throw down the baboon. Most likely gets grabbed by the Fleet Feather Tracker, I'm going to assume. Yep. Because of course. Okay.
Honor guide me.
I feel like I want to throw down Drake. Like, the thing of it is that you always know that Demacia's got so many buffs and things that could drop. But I'm willing to throw down Draven. Could even consider actually. Do you remember when Rummage used to cost 1 and you could have just used Rummage to get both these flame choppers out? Do you remember those days? Ziggs of Phelios is sick. I know which you posted the deck, didn't you? In the
Gonna make a meal.
Of course, the best gift for Renekton. Okay, let's think to myself. Do I actually do I want to get flame choppers out now, or do I wait? I'll wait on the flame chopper side. Tell myself that I'm willing to wait on it. I probably should not be as willing to wait on it as I am, but I can wait. Okay, at least I've got some really nice discard targets in my hand. So I assume that, yeah, Draven gets trapped over there. If only I had another Draven in hand, I could have spinning axed my way over here. Okay. So. I could get one of these Flame Chompers out, and I could actually make this Flame Chomper with another axe be able to defend self. So, if I do you,
Time for the money maker.
and then use another spinning axe, I can do it, so at least the Flame Chomper potentially gets a trade. Now, admittedly, there are a number of things they could do that could cancel this out, but, you know, Draven's dying. I'm going to be I'd rather take 4 damage than 6 damage. Still taking a lot of damage. I thought there might be a buff like that, but I'd rather that buff go into the Flame Chompers and not into my core, so I can live with the knowledge of that. Kind of, is it weird that I want to throw Jinx out here? The comment is that even if I throw Jinx out here, it's not like I don't think I've got enough to be able to throw enough things away to be able to level her. But I might be like proven wrong. Obviously, single combats, concerted strikes. There are so adding overwhelm to Ziggs is insane. You know, I remember you saying on the Discord. Okay, so if I throw down you to get rid of Flame Chompers, you are going to be drawing a card. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's all the drawing of cards. It's the only problem.
Out here, you're moving
Okay.
or you're dead.
So on the plus side, I mean the only thing is there, so Fearsome, I could use you to draw somebody away to force in some damage. Could also go for a Mystic Shot to kill you, but I kind of want to leave my Mystic Shot to potentially kill Akshan, to force them to have to use an additional thing on top of it. So there we go like this. Willing to take the damage. I can respect that. Save the mana. Willing to take up the damage. Can respect their abilities. Or at least the if we can get enough things on the board, this actually becomes like a really good
This place reeks of
or really nice move.
Smells like adventure
Potentially.
and money, you mean?
So let's throw you on here. So she's gonna be doing a lot of damage.
I've got your
Of
back.
course. Oh, dude, the comedy is they don't even need to defend her because of the quick attack. There is nothing that I've got that can... So technically, they should have used this to like defend one of the other ones, because technically Sivir was the safest one out of that entire situation. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Do I want to... I feel like I just passed on this one.
Danger pays.
Okay.
Wrap 'em up tight.
So that's fine because I can get a trade off with Vision. Okay, I'm just trying to work out what my best trades are. So if I use Vision, then you can block this. Is it worthwhile throwing you over, like, just so I'm not taking that? I mean, because the thing of it is that they're going to be leveling up any, like, at what point does they, I think it's which it takes like all the hits in for them to level up. So we'll throw down, actually it doesn't really matter if I do Spinning Axe or Rummage first. So do that on top of these two.
Where is it?
And then crap. That on top of, not that I think that it matters. Actually, correct, crap. If I would have done it on top of you, I could have traded this away. Mistakes might have been made there, but we do have Scion, so there is that. Or do I just want to straight up Mystic Shot this off the board? Actually, no, their health is down so much that I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to wait on that front because I can just be like, well, I can potentially throw that damage into core.
Trouble is, Never too far.
Sivir is hoping to level, and which is so the whole board hits barrier. I mean, yeah, but she's not gonna level until that point. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, because of the way that it was, like, her thing wasn't gonna get everyone barrier for like a long time. Okay, throw down this. Do I even just throw this man out in this terrible form just because I can? Mostly because I'm thinking to myself, well, you know, I can... Sion summoning him... Like, summoning Sion himself should level Sion at this point, right? So, Sion comes to the board! Now. Go, go, go! Send him forward! Okay. So, I'm just trying to think what my opponent can have here that actually gives them like an okay shot. They can potentially kill Jinx, I guess, if they can, like, if they've got like another sharp sight or something which gives health or barrier, like they can get past Jinx. They've got this damage that they've got to deal with, plus as well we've got a Mystic Shot in hand. Oh no, not the Jinx!
Business as usual.
Okay, so sad times that we lose Jinx in the conflict. But they knew the risks. They knew the risks! Potential Shenamue.
No closer.
Potential Shenamue to my opponent here. Just like, we've still got a Mystic Shot in hand. Plus, if he were to die, we'd rally and keep going. So, they now use Judgment for 4 mana. What? Okay.
Here's your cut.
Shield up.
Oh, but then we still rally. We rally and go again. So, boom. Devastating this as he comes back to the field. We rally and go again. So, unless my opponent has got...
Must be nice living off.
I don't think they've got enough to be able to stop what's coming. Shenamue to my opponent. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? I have not seen Lurk in years. In all honesty, I have not seen Lurk in like what seems forever. I'm actually gonna keep this hand. I've got discard. I can discard the lost. I can discard like either way here. I feel like I discard this one because I can actually use you next turn. So I'll discard you. I would have loved to have discarded you because I do really love this this card, but weird to accept. The more lurkers that you start to trade off and whatnot, it's fine. This lurker deck, which it relies on going wide on you and getting the increased stats. So as long as you can even stop them lurking for a turn, potentially might be a plan. I might end up regretting this, but I want to stop because the quicker you can stop the progression of lurk, they just go wide on the board with a bunch of stuff which is not, but like, it relies on the buff. Okay, so throw down the fearsome. Can throw down Poro Cannon on top of Flame Chompers. I feel actually no, I kind of want to throw it down on top of this because I do, of course. So they do hit the buff. I might end up regretting this because they could have a buff to go through, but I actually feel like I want to throw it over here because I do want this challenge unit. It's important to me that I have the challenge unit because that just means that... Oh, sorry, yeah, I have this challenge here because the stats and whatnot could potentially, like, if Pike comes to the board, could potentially remove him. Ah, the university! Oh, Gomez, are you going to be that man? You're going to be that crazy, crazy man who drops university on 5. Discard. I mean, I've got people who, when they're discarded, it doesn't matter. I want to do it. I want to do it. Every fiber of the being wants to.
I don't want to eat whatever woke you up.
Okay. Admittedly, so they could have predicted... Actually, no, like, so what they predicted might not have been a... Because I was thinking that could be Pike or something, but it doesn't look like it's been Pike. Can actually do this. Might end up regretting, but will do. Because at this moment in time, like, we are near enough we are presenting lethal at the moment. So, they could have the pike spell. I'm actually just going to go forward. They could have pike, but I'm willing to go forward and see. And if worse comes to the worst, you're at the University of Piltover. Of course, yep. Pike comes out. I thought it could happen, and I should have developed more. I should have developed more. Oh. Okay. Gomez. The smart move. The smart move here is to throw Mystic Shot in at core. But Gomez is not the smart man. We throw down the University. Okay, so the University is actually going to summon Jerry and Flame Chompers to the board. We're going to be discarding... This is, out of everything in the hand to be getting rid of right now, this is the worst thing to get rid of. The comedy is, that just gets discarded and gives me the other... That actually, weirdly enough, that works with the University. It's just like, boom, we get rid of that guy and we get this guy back in hand anyway. So, the comedy of the fact that what they... I mean, he's got more health now. Because wait, was that the guy? Was that the one who had 1 health? Okay, so the question is now, see, because they're going to be going forward with you. He's getting closer to leveling. Could actually consider whoever we put in front of him, we can glimpse. The loveliness of having glimpse. So whoever we put in front of Pike, we can glimpse. I mean, I'm willing to... Actually, do I just play this? I feel like I played this guy. Okay. So Rek'Sai is on top of the deck. They're trying to go for the level up there. We throw you down over here, and I guess... Do we want the challenge or do we sacrifice Jerry? We sacrifice Jerry to the gods. Just because we can. Whatever we're drawing now most likely is going to get burnt by University. Aha! Vision! Excellent! Okay, it's a bit of a shame that we're going to be losing the Poros, but we're still going to get Vision on the board. I guess I can discard this down. I mean, I feel like we've already leveled Scion, but in case we hadn't already leveled Scion, removing that point of damage is never a bad thing. Okay, so another University of Piltover, making another university. Okay. Do I want to throw back this? Actually, no. Alright. So, if only I had a cheaper spell so that I could have actually got the elusive in. I sadly have not got anything cheap enough to get the elusive. I can immediately go forward. It's whether or not they've got another what's his face right now. That's going to be the question. Is whether or not they've got another I was going to say whether or not they had another spell thing. Why is my mind not remembering the name of the spell? Bone Skewer, because if they had another Bone Skewer, there was a slight chance they could level Pike and then remove our bull. But Shadow Moat to my opponent. Really well played there. Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.